Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Valeria or Fluorescence UV. Today we are bringing you this summer look and I have a bunch of new products that I wanted to test out in camera. So I hope you guys are excited and I hope you guys like this look. If you are interested to how to create it and what products I'm coming up with, then just keep on watching. Let's get started on this look right here. You guys are getting the true self of me. I'm having a little bit of hormonal breakouts, but breakouts are breakouts. There's nothing you can do about them. So let's get started. I'm just going to zoom you into my eyes real quick. As per usual, I'm going to use my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And then I'm going to use this Japanese brush that I got from TJ Maxx. It came in a duo, so I am excited to see. So just putting it all over the lid. Now that we have the eyes primed, I'm going in with my Dose of Colors Desi Katie palette. So the shades I'm really going to be using are Necessary, Cheenz, and Just a Kiss. These I also bought from TJ Maxx, so I just want to use them up. They are the Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfectors Slimlight in the shade Topaz, which is the brown one. So all I'm really going to do is just put this all over the lid just to give me like a dark base. Now I know why they were at TJ Maxx. You can barely see them. So I'm just going to go in with my BH number 6 brush and the shade Necessary just to smoke it out. Just make sure you wing it out. It's a lot lighter in the pan, so it's coming up pretty dark on my lid. And just because it's neutral, you can be very, I guess, messy with it. It doesn't really matter how blended it is. With my Morphe and Jaclyn Hill collaboration, the 34 brush, I'm just going in with the shade Cheenz, just like a dark brown. And I'm just putting that on the outer corner. Then blending it upwards into the crease, but just very lightly. Like I'm not even getting that much in my brush. I just decided to switch brushes. I'm using my Zoeva 221 brush. I'm just blending out the Necessary with the Cheenz just to have more of a blended look. I feel like this is pretty good right now. I'm gonna try and see if this works. So the same shimmering stick, I'm going to use on the lid. It's the Champagne Pop shade. And honestly, you can't see shit. Alright, if you see these in TJ Maxx, don't get them. I don't really think they're worth it. Maybe they can be great as a base for the next shade I'm about to use. But honestly, there's no pigment to it. It just gives you like a tacky base into your lid. With my Makeup Shack T77 brush and the shade Just a Kiss from the palette, I'm going to tap that into my lid. Actually, that looks really nice. It's very glittery but soft at the same time. These eyeshadows are so weird because they're like pressed glitters, but they're not glitters. It's like a dry glitter formula, but they look really pretty on the lid. Just gives it like a very natural look. Okay, going back with my JH34 brush, I'm just going to get the same dark color, which is Cheenz, and I'm putting it into my outer corner just to blend in with Just a Kiss. And all you're really doing is just getting a little bit and just tapping it into the lid. You don't even have to swipe for this. So I was going to do my eyebrows off camera, but I decided not to. And just because we are kind of doing like a full face of makeup today, all I'm really doing is using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Chocolate. Just make sure you line your eyebrows naturally. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going in with my Benefit Gimme Brow Gel in the shade number 3, just brushing through my little hairs. So I found this like super cheap mascara, and it's like a clear mascara and clear eyebrow gel. So I'm just going to use the eyebrow side just to tame my hairs a little bit more. Then with a little bit of concealer, which is my NARS Custard concealer, I'm just putting in the back of my hand. I'm getting a little like eyeliner brush and I'm just picking up the concealer just to clean up where I messed up, and then just to, with a little bit of concealer, not too much, Really now, that's like the easiest way for me to do my eyebrows, especially because they are a little bit more fuller. The Gimme Brow just does such wonders. Okay, now that I feel like I've done my eyebrows and the top of my eyes, we're going to do the rest of my face. So I'm gonna zoom you out real quick. The new primer I'm using is actually Milani and it's a SPF primer, which has 30 SPF on it. All I'm doing is just putting it on my hand. Actually, the reason why I decided to use this primer today is because sometimes I do forget to put sunscreen on. So because I forgot to put sunscreen on my skincare, I just decided that this would be an easy way to never forget putting sunscreen on and protecting your face. Especially because it's summer and it's a lot hotter. Okay, so now because it's summer, I do this trick more. What I'm going to do is, before I put foundation on, I'm actually going to set my nose. That's just because my makeup breaks down there the most. All I'm really doing is just patting it in with a damp sponge. I'm just making sure it's blended out. So yeah, the reason why I actually do this is because my nose melts off first. It is the first thing that gets oily. It doesn't last in the summer, so I do feel like when I put powder on it, it keeps the longevity of the foundation. The primer is actually pretty nice. It's not too creamy and it's less thick than any other sunscreen I have, so it's kind of cool. I like this because it gives an extra protection from the sun. I'm going to use my Sephora illuminating drops, and all I'm doing is just putting it on the tops of my cheekbones just so I can have a little bit more of that glow. So just with the sponge again, just blend it out. All I'm doing is putting on where the sun naturally hits my highest points of my face. So cheekbones, cupid's bow, nose. Now that I have that, I'm going in with a new foundation. I was actually very curious because I used this on my cousin a long time ago, and so I just wanted to try it out. It is the NARS Sheer Glow in Stromboli 3. Only thing I don't like is that it has no pump, but I do remember putting this foundation on my cousin, I think like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, and it looks so nice on her, so I decided that it was my turn to pick it up and test it out. Okay, honestly, this whole no pump situation sucks. Like, I already dirtied with foundation. I don't know if you can tell. Foundation marks right there. Just because I'm almost done with this, I'm just gonna use my Morphe setting spray and spray it all over my face. I'm not using this as a setting spray, just kind of like a Max Fix Plus, just to hydrate my skin a little bit more because I do feel it is pretty dry right now. I like how it looks. It looks like medium coverage, medium to full coverage. Just gonna put a little bit more here. I should have used a foundation brush. I don't even know why I'm using a sponge. Naturally, when I do my foundation, I like to go with a brush first because it's just so much faster to blend out. I like that you can build it too. It looks really nice. Like, it doesn't look cakey if I put 2 layers on. Now, going in with my Wet n Wild makeup stick for contour, I'm just going to use this to bronze up my face. Now, the brush I'm using is another Japanese brush. This one came with the smaller brush, so I think these are like the highlighting duo. So I just wanted to test this brush out to blend out cream products. Okay, now going in with my concealer, I'm using my NARS Custard Concealer. All I'm really doing is with my Morphe spray, just going to spray it into my sponge and then blend out the concealer. So I don't have a loose setting powder or a new one, so I'm just going to use my Cover Fix, my Holy Grail. It feels so good. It just mattes and I feel like it gives me like a poreless look. It's just so fun. I don't think it's as heavy as the Laura Mercier, so I don't feel like it's very cakey on my skin, which is a big bonus for me. All I'm really gonna do is just bake my nose just so it lasts all night, especially because of the summer heat. It's already 100 degrees here in Vegas, so you know, you gotta be careful. While I let this sink in, I'm actually going into bronzer. And for bronzer that I bought, I have seen Kathleen talk about this time and time again, so I just felt like I really wanted to try it out. This is the Too Faced Baked Luminous Bronzer in Sweet Tea. And I've come to notice that I prefer shimmering bronzers over matte bronzers. They're nice, but something about shimmery bronzers just make me feel very alive. So I'm just using my Time 102 brush, and I'm just patting that all over where I put the cream bronzer. Okay, now just going to pat my translucent powder into my skin just so my nose can stay matte all day. Then again, just grabbing a little bit of bronzer and just brushing that in my nose just to give it more of a bronzy look. I like, instead of contouring my nose, I just like to warm it up. I feel like it looks a lot better than if I have two sharp lines. This is actually a really cute bronzer. I have no complaints on this. So for blush, I'm actually super excited for this one because I've been having my eye on it. I'm very into shimmery blushes, very into matte blushes. So what I picked up was the Cover FX Monochromatic blushes, and it is the shade Warm Honey, which I think is very cute and very perfect for a bronzy look. So I'm going in with the matte shade first with my BH Cosmetics No. 2 brush. Oh my god, I just tapped it in once and it's super pigmented. So if you feel like you brought it too far up from where it's supposed to go, just take your sponge and blend it into the skin and it'll go away. Now I'm gonna go in with the shimmery side as like a blush topper. I don't care if I have texture. I naturally like very shimmery brushes or blushes. So you could just see the glow right there. Like, wow. This is so beautiful. Okay, this is really good. I like it. I'm going to use my Morphe R41 brush, and it's a pencil brush. All I'm really doing is just packing that necessary shade on. Then going in with my power pencil in the shade Teal. I do want like a pop of color, so I'm going to just put that in my waterline. I actually really like this. This is very creamy. It's not drying and it's not hard to put on. So hopefully it stays in my waterline. But because I do have that light teal, I kind of want to go in with a little bit of a moment, which is the broken blue that I have right here. Just going to use a little bit, put it on my lower lash line with the same R41 brush. With the R34 brush, I'm just going to put Cheenz on the outer corner just to connect the blue and the brown together. Even though it doesn't really have much pigment, I'm going to put it in the inner corner just to give me a little bit of a base for the highlighter that I'm going to put on here. Okay, for highlighter, I'm going to use my Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Conceited, and I'm going to use my Makeup Shack T32 brush. Okay, so far, I do like how it looks, but I think it might be a little bit too dark for me. Maybe if I'm like super tan. Other than that, it's very reflective, as you can tell. The light hits it and like bam, it's right there. So I'm just gonna highlight the rest of my face. It's pretty fucking reflective. Okay, so for inner corner, using my JH39 brush, I'm just going to pick up a little bit, put that bad boy in the inner corner. This is pretty nice. I do think I did go a shade too dark though, but it's still really nice. It's still really reflective, so no complaints there. Now I'm gonna go in with my new mascara, which is the BH Cosmetics Stellar Mascara. I bought some stuff and I got this mascara for free, so I'm just gonna use it right now. The wand reminds me of the TooFaced Better Than Sex mascara. It does give me length, but not volume. I'm pretty sure this is like $10, so it's not so expensive. So if you decide to buy some stuff from BH Cosmetics, you can pick up this mascara. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Strip Down Lip Liner just to do the outer corners. I got two new glosses and I want to try both of them, so I'm just gonna try first the Rose Gold from Becca. I got this in TJ Maxx too, so I'm gonna see if it has a little bit of tint. It has that minty smell, and it's one of my favorite smells that lip glosses have. So it's very lightweight, which I like. I don't mind. And then I have my Jeffree Star the gloss in Shockwave, which has a little bit more of pink green reflexes. So I just want to put that on top. So it does give like a really nice pink glitter shift. I don't know if you can tell on camera. They're very flattering on each other. They don't feel too heavy, neither of them. Becca smells like mint and this one smells like candy. I'm not going to put lashes on because it's more of a daytime look. So for my setting spray, I'm going to use my Ochre makeup mixer. A light refreshing mist that keeps your makeup in place all day long. So I've been in a hunt for a setting spray just because I haven't been able to find one that's super inexpensive. So this one is $16 and this one is $12, but you actually get more in the Ochre one. So I'm just gonna put that in Run and see if it's as nice as my Urban Decay ones. I think it smells pretty nice. It's like a rose smell for sure. Okay guys, so this is the final look right here. What do you guys think? I actually do really like it. I do feel like I went a little bit darker on the highlighter, but I guess it looks more natural because it doesn't beam out as much. But it's still very gleaming, like you can see it from a mile away for sure. Once I tilt my head and the light captures it, it's like it's right there. Let's just get started talking about my first impressions. What do I think? So the first thing I did try out was this primer. This primer is actually pretty nice. I think it looks really good. And I do like that it has sunscreen. One of the things I've been trying to do is put sunscreen into my products. I don't know if it gives me flashback or not though, but I do think this would be perfect for every day when you're at work, you know, just use this as a primer or just use this as a sunscreen. So I think this would be perfect for that, for an everyday use. So these aren't as new, but they're kind of new for me. I bought these from TJ Maxx and honestly, don't buy these. if you see them, don't buy them. I don't think they are worth it. They do like swatch really nicely on the hand and you can see the color, but on my lid it just didn't show up. So maybe because I had that Max Ochre paint pot, it didn't really grasp on, but it should swatch the same way. So honestly, I don't recommend these. If you do go to TJ Maxx and find these, don't get them. Next thing is my NARS concealer. I actually do like this. I think I might get a full size once I'm finished with my other concealers. I do have a couple of them, so I'm good for right now. Now for foundation, this one is actually very nice. It's very wearable. I don't feel like I have makeup on, and it is a perfect match right now for the summer. So shout out to my cousin for recommending me this, or actually for me letting me use on her skin, and that's what made me really inspired to get this. So I'm for sure going to be using this over the summer because this is a perfect summer shade for me, just because you do naturally get tan during the summer. This one I have no complaints about. So for my bronzers, the impressions on this is it's really nice. I don't have any complaints. If you love shimmery bronzers, this is going to be a good one too. This is just so nice. It gives you that JLo glow. It gives you that summery look, and so for me, I personally love it. Now for blush, this blush is so beautiful. I might pick up the rest of these shades, but the Warm Honey, if you're tan, I feel like if you're medium to deep skin tones, it's gonna look really nice on you. Maybe you have to go with a lighter hand if you're more lighter than me, but these are pretty good. And the only thing is, if you are an in-between type of gal where you prefer matte over shimmer bronzers, I don't think this is for you. This is like a really good combo if you just want to do matte one day, or if you want to do both, or if you want to just have this on top. If you don't like shimmery blushes, stay away from this. You're never going to use this side right here, so there's no point in it. For my highlighter, it's a very pretty color. I do like the shade Conceited, but I do feel like it's a little bit too dark for me. I won't be able to use it over the winter, so I might have to pick up, I think it's a Luminani, that's the brighter one, so I might have to pick them up and then I can probably use both of them. But it is a very nice loose highlighting powder. It looks so good, and it's very beaming. It just, you put it on, you're like, whoa. And it blends really nicely into the skin. It's not chunky glitter, so if you're not a fan of chunky glitter, you can look into this one. I think it is finely milled, and it's very cute, so I'm excited for this. The next thing I used up were these lip glosses. Jeffree Cosmetics, the gloss, I think it is better as a lip topper. I don't have any complaints on it. It's very comfortable. and both of them together are not stickies. If you're a gloss bitch, I think you would like these. And also the rose gold Becca Cosmetics one. I picked this up in TJ Maxx and I really think it's cute. I like it. I like the shade of it. It has more pigment than the Jeffree Star one, so I do think this is a really cute combo actually, because this one has more of the pigment and this one is more of a glitter topper. For the mascara right now, I think it's really nice for top coats. I do think it's really hard to build up in the bottom lashes, but I don't mind it. I hope it doesn't fall off throughout the end of the day. Again, I'll write it down on the description down below if it is well worth your money or not, just to give you an update. But first impression, I have no complaints on this, and shout out to BH Cosmetics for giving it to me for free because I spent more than $25, so that's all you have to do. Last thing I have to talk about is my Opal setting spray. Excited to try it out all over the summer. I have been looking for more setting sprays, so I hope this is a true gem. I got this in Ulta, so I consider it now kind of drugstore because it is available in certain Ulta stores. Just make sure and see if it's available in your Ulta wherever you are. But other than that, yeah, I really do like this. That is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this really simple glam first impressions tutorial. This eyeshadow is very nice and it's very good for the summer. I think it's a good summer date night smoky eye. So if you guys were interested in getting that Desi and Katie palette, now you know this is a look you can create with it. If you guys have any other things you want to see, let me know. Comment down below, like this video, and subscribe to my channel. And I shall see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.